Eli tore his last protein bar in half. Grease from the transit shuttle's undercarriage smeared his fingers, but he wiped them on his jumpsuit and extended the larger piece to the alien woman huddled in the corner of the station's service bay. Her iridescent skin flickered under the flickering overheads, scales shifting from bruised purple to wary silver. She clutched a threadbare cloak, eyes wide, four-fingered, hands trembling. Hunger pinched her angular face. "Here," Eli said. "Split it fair. You look like you needed more." She stared at the bar, then at him. Her mandibles clicked softly, a sound Eli knew from station drifters meant surprise. "You, share?" Her voice rasped, galactic common laced with a noble lilt that didn't match her rags. "Stranger to stranger?" Eli shrugged. "Last one's mine, but half's yours now. Eat." She snatched it, devouring in precise bites. Crumbs dusted her chin. Eli leaned against his toolkit, stomach rumbling, and watched the bay's chaos. Shuttles docking with hydraulic hisses, loaders beeping warnings, aliens of a dozen worlds haggling over fuel tariffs. A human mechanic like him fixed what others broke. Paid the bills, barely. But you didn't let someone starve in plain sight. She finished, licking residue from her claws. "I am Sci. Mechanic kindness rare. Why?" Eli grinned. "Eli Carter, and it's not rare. Just lunch." Sci's eyes narrowed, scanning him. Tall for a human, wiry from wrench work, but no threat. Still, she edged closer, voice dropping. "Debt noted, Eli Carter. Repay soon." Footsteps echoed from the bay entrance. Transit police. 2 burly Krell enforcers in armored vests. Scanner wands glowing. Their bulbous eyes locked on Sci. "ID check," the lead barked. "Irregular transit." "Papers," Saya stiffened. Her hand dipped to a pouch, but Eli stepped forward, casual block between her and the wands. "Officers," he said. "She's with me. Crew manifest glitch." "I vouch." The lead Krell snorted steam from nostrils. "Human vouch. Scan her. Now." Wand rose. Saya's scales flashed alarm red. Eli knew those scanners. Pierced aliases. Flagged warrants. Lit up blacklists across 1,000 worlds. Whatever Sai hid, it was bad. "Not today." Eli pulled his own ident chip, slapping it into the wand. "Fine me instead. Bay clearance violation, double for blocking." The second Krell growled. 200 creds. Pay or brig. Eli transferred from his near-empty account. Screen beeped confirmation. Stomach twisted. Rent due tomorrow, but Saya stayed clean. "Clear," the lead grunted. They stomped off. Saya exhaled, mandibles relaxing. "Foolish risk. Why shield me?" Eli pocketed his chip. "Papers glitch. Happens." She studied him, then slipped a ring from her pouch. Gold, etched with swirling imperial script and a glowing seal gem. Heavy, priceless, collateral, she said, pressing it into his palm. "Worth stations. Leave bay. Now, trouble follows." Eli frowned at the ring. "I don't need. Go!" Her voice sharpened. Command slicing through rags. Noble again. He nodded, pocketing it. "Stay safe, Sai." He turned toward the maintenance hatch. Buzz hummed overhead. Sharp, mechanical. Sai gasped. "Down." A sniper drone peeled from the rafters. Sleek black orb red targeting laser painting her chest. Station security drone? No markings. Kill config whir. Eli lunged. Tackled Say behind a shuttle pylon as bolt sizzled past. Melting bulkhead. Acrid ozone stung his nose. "Move!" He yanked her cloak, dragging toward the deck grating. She scrambled, live, despite exhaustion. "How drone know me?" Later. Eli pried the grating, familiar from repairs. Tunnels below. His world of conduits, vents, forgotten pipes snaking the station's guts. They dropped. Drone fired again, bolt glancing Eli's shoulder. Fabric charred. Pain bloomed, hot and wet. He clamped teeth, hauled her through. Sealed grating, darkness swallowed them. Sai panted beside him, scales glowing faint biolume to light the crawl space. "You bleed, for stranger." Eli pressed jumpsuit to wound. "Not bleeding out yet. Tunnels lead to core lifts." Safe-ish, she touched his arm. Cool claws, gentle. "Humans. Endure. But why? Ring not worth life. Never about worth." Eli crawled forward. Toolkit clanking. Pipes hummed heat against his knees. "You were hungry. Now you're hunted. Same fix. Echoes pursued. Drone rams grating, sparks flying. Saya froze. Imperial mark on drone, she whispered. Traitors. Eli paused. Traitors? Who are you? Laughter echoed from above, charming, amplified. Empress spotted, Bay breach! Minister Draxel's voice. Station-wide alert. Hollow screens flickered through vents. Draxel's smiling face, avian features sharp. Reward for capture. Alive preferred. Psi scales blanched white. He hunts. Eli's gut iced. Empress. The ring burned in his pocket. Galactic ruler. Incognito. 1,000 worlds. And he'd shared lunch. Drone breached grating. Bolts scorched tunnel walls. Run! Eli grabbed her wrist. Smooth scales over corded muscle. Pulled her deeper. They sprinted, crawled. Vents branched. Left to docks, right to engineering. Eli chose right. His turf. Psi matched pace. Alien grace navigating tight turns. Why trust? Humans weak. Fleeting lives. Weak? Eli kicked a panel. Rerouting power. Lights died behind. Drone screeching blind. We improvise. She glanced back. Mandibles quirking. Amusement. Improvise death? Teamwork. He grinned through pain. You point. I drag. Pursuit closed. Draxel's voice boomed. Praetor row. Seal tunnels. Human accomplice confirmed. Praetor? Eli knew the name. Keth Rowe, Imperial Security Chief. Human hater. Rumors said he crushed uprisings solo. Sai halted at a junction. Split here. You escape. I draw them. No. Eli blocked her. They tag you. I'm next. Together, her eyes, golden slits, widened. No one defied empresses, yet this human did. For kindness repaid? Stubborn primate. She clasped his hand. Warmth spread. Alien pheromones? Trust sent. Station whispers said. Drone burst through. Eli shoved her aside, wrench flying. Smashed optic. Sparks erupted. It fired wild. Bolt grazed her thigh. She hissed. Eli scooped her, light as expected. Strong beneath. Ran. Tunnels narrowed. His shoulder throbbed. Blood slicking grip. But her weight. Motivator. Left! She gasped. Lift shaft. They tumbled in. Freefall whoosh. Eli grappled emergency brake. Cable burned palms. Slowed descent. Landed in sublevels. Abandoned cargo hold. Crates stamped Imperial Navy. Psi slid down, leg trailing blood. You. Carry ruler, madness. Eli tore med strip from kit binding her wound. Ellie Carter, mechanic. Not madness. Lunched at. She laughed. Musical chime. Touched his face. Eli, in my name, you live. Alert blared. Core breach. Praetor row inbound. Doors hissed. Armored silhouette filled frame. Praetor Keth row. Towering reptilian. Plasma rifle raised. Human. Release, Empress. You die quick. Psi rose. Scales regal now. Stand down, Praetor. He saves. Rowe's eyes narrowed. Distrust etched. Human threat. Draxel claims. Draxel lies. Psi snapped. Test loyalty. Now. Rowe hesitated. Rifle dipped fraction. Eli stepped forward. Eli jammed his boot between the doors before they clamped shut. Praetor Kethro's rifle snapped up again, its barrel a glowing threat inches from Eli's chest. Back off! Eli growled. His voice echoed in the cargo hold, steady despite the blood pounding in his ears. She's hurt. You want to help or play soldier? Rowe's scales bristled, yellow eyes locking on Eli like targeting lasers. The reptilian praetor towered a head taller, armored plates gleaming under the dim emergency lights. Human filth. Draxel warned of spies. You touch her. Enough. Sayili shoved past Eli, her injured leg buckling. She caught herself on a crate, golden eyes blazing. Praetor Rowe, stand down. This human saved my life. Twice. Rowe's claw hesitated on the trigger. His gaze flicked between them, nostrils flaring at her blood scent. Empress. Protocol demands isolation. Humans are unpredictable. Weak, but devious. Eli snorted, scanning the hold. Stacked crates blocked half the exits, but a freight lift hummed faintly behind them. Old model. Jury-rigged for Navy surplus. Devious. Try alive. Drones almost cooked us. Your minister's goons? Sayili nodded once, sharp. She pressed a scaled finger to her temple. A faint blue glow pulsed under her skin. Implant activating. Eli caught the subvocal whisper. Codes shifting. Schedules rewriting. No alarms blared station-wide. Yet. My itinerary, she murmured. Cancelled. Public feed shows me secured on the flagship. Draxel's Kustal's. For now, Ro lowered his rifle a fraction more. Old Majesty. But this human proved loyalty. Sayeli's hand brushed Eli's arm, warm scales against his sleeve. A shiver ran through him, not fear. Something electric. Ella Carter. Mechanic. He shared his lunch when I posed as a traitor. No questions. Eli shrugged, palm still stinging from the cable break. Broke or not. Nobody starves on my shift. He eyed the lift panel, sparks from the drone fight still crackling nearby. Time to move. Station klaxons wailed suddenly, distant but closing. Sector seal initiated. Security breach in sublevels. Row spun. Rifle sweeping the shadows. Draxil's seals. He's flushing us.
Eli bolted for the lift. Not if we ghost first.
He yanked the access panel, wires spilling like guts. His multi-tool bit into the controls. Hot wire job. Station special. Fingers danced. Red to blue bypassed the lockout. The doors groaned open, revealing a yawning shaft. Freight spur, Eli said, punching overrides. Dead track. Routes to outer docks. No cams. Sayeli limped forward, Ro shadowing her like a suspicious hawk. You know these tunnels? Built 'em. Eli grinned, hitting the descent. The lift lurched downward, gears protesting. Transit grunt. Humans do the dirty work aliens won't touch. Ro grunted. Distrust plain. Sloppy work. Humans always cut corners. Keeps us flexible. Eli watched the levels blur past. Sublevel 7. 8 dead freight spur. The lift shuddered to a halt in a forgotten bay. Crates of rusted hull plating everywhere. Air smelled of stale oil and void leak. Sayeli winced, clutching her thigh. The grays had charred scales black, a plasma burn. Oozing. Pain blockers failing. Eli cursed under his breath. No time for niceties. Hold still. He rummaged his jumpsuit. Empty. Need a kit.
Stay here. Ro blocked him.
You leave, human? Watch her die? Eli shoved past, badge in hand. Or let me trade. The bay's emergency vendor hummed nearby. Automated. No questions. Eli slapped his mechanic badge on the scanner. Full medkit for access creds. Machine beeped acceptance. Badge gone. Kit dispensed. Back in seconds. Eli knelt. Scales complicate things. He sliced the burn clean. Sprayed sealant foam. Kiss of relief from her. Nanites knit flesh. Alien biology yielding to human field medic basics. Sayeli's breath hitched. Golden eyes met his. Closer now. Your hands. Precise. No fear. Seem worse on the line. Eli taped the final patch. Her skin cooled under his touch. Pheromones faint. Trust marker. He'd heard spacers gossip. Done. Walkable? She tested the leg. Stood tall. Eli Carter, you humble an empire's chief. Ro scanned the kit remnants, grudging nod. Effective. Crude, but alarms spiked louder. Bulkheads groaned. Seals locking the sector above. Vibes shook the floor. Draxel's teams inbound. Ro snarled. Armored sweep. Eli checked schematics on his wristpad. Hacked station map. Main vents sealed. Only one play. Eva shortcut. Outer hull breach to auxiliary airlock. Risky. Micrometeors. No tether. Sayeli's eyes sharpened.
Radiation spikes?
Minimal.
Suits in the crates. Navy surplus.
Eli pried one open. 3 void suits tumbled out. Bulky, human-sized mods on alien frames. He tossed one to her. Seal tight. By lead. Ro donned his, rifle mag locked to thigh.
Human leads Empress? Insult.
Or survives. Sayeli pulled hers on, helmet clicking. Her voice filtered through comms, softer. Trust him, Praetor. He chose me over safety.
Eli cracked the bay door.
Vacuum howled. Stars glittered beyond the gash in the hull. Station skirmish scar. He clipped a line from his suit to hers, then rose, buddy system. One tug. We pivot. They stepped out. 0G grabbed them. Eli kicked off. Mag boots skimming the hull. Rivets blurred underfoot. A micrometeor pinged nearby. Warning light flashed on his HUD. Right 10 degrees, he called. Airlock Delta. 9. Saeli matched his glide, grace unnatural even suited. Your species? Voidwalkers by trade? Adaptable. Eli spotted the airlock winking green, but red dots swarmed the main docks ahead. Security drones. Draxil's mark. Laser sights danced. Incoming! Ro barked. His rifle barked back. Plasma bolts vaporized 2 drones. Eli yanked them into a crevasse. Sparks flew. Suppress! I'll cycle us in. Saeli fired her sidearm. Precise bursts. Alien marksmanship shredding optics. Eli punched the airlock override. Doors cycled agonizingly slow. A drone latched onto Ro's back. The Praetor twisted, blade ejecting, sliced it free. But another grazed Eli's shoulder plate, melting synth fiber. Pain flared. Eli ignored it, hauling Saeli through first. Ro dove last, doors slamming shut as bolts scorched the frame. Inside, maintenance deck, humming quiet. Ellie stripped his helmet, sweat stinging. Clear. Draxil's locked out. Saeli removed hers. Scales flushed. She gripped his arm, firm, lingering. You shielded me again. Why? Eli met her gaze. Said it. Lunched it. And you're worth it. Ro cycled his weapon, eyes on Eli anew. Human endures, perhaps not threat. Alarms shifted, station-wide now. Saeli's implant glowed again. Draxil moves. Claims me dead. Fleet rallies to him. Eli checked a stolen panel. Shuttle bay 2 levels up. I can hotwire a diplomatic runner. She smiled. Chime of bells. Together, Eli. Trust over control. But Ro stiffened. A shadow moved in the vents. Silenced pistol glinting. Draxil's assassin. Scales oiled black. Eli lunged. His shoulder slammed the assassin's wrist. The silenced pistol skittered across the deck. Scales rasped. Oiled black hide twisted like a serpent. Eli drove his elbow into the intruder's throat. Choke gasp echoed. Saeli spun, sidearm barking. Plasma scorched the assassin's flank. It bucked, claws raking Eli's chest plate. Synth fiber tore. Eli pinned its arm, knee grinding the joint. Snap. Bone gave. Praetor Ro charged in. His blade flashed, severed the assassin's spine. Black blood sprayed, sizzling on hot metal. The body slumped. Eli rolled off, breath ragged. Pain throbbed from his shoulder graze. He grabbed the pistol. Checked the chamber. Empty. Clear, Ro growled. His eyes locked on Eli. Assessing, not hostile. Saeli holstered her weapon. She knelt by Ellie, fingers brushing his torn plate.
Wounded, bruised, fine.
Eli stood, wincing. He scanned the vents. Empty now. Draxil's close. We move. Alarms wailed louder. Red lights pulsed. Station klaxons blared. Intruder. Alert. All decks. Lockdown. Ro nodded. Shuttle bay. Diplomatic wing. My codes hold. For now. Eli led. He knew these decks. Transit mechanics map in his head. Pipes hummed overhead. They ducked conduits, boots silent on grates. Saeli matched pace. Her hand grazed his. Brief anchor. You fight. Like a Varen elite. Untrained. Street scraps. Fix shuttles dodge debts. Eli grinned through grit. Humans improvise. Ro snorted. Improvise to glory or grave. A bulkhead sealed ahead. Locked. Eli slapped a panel. Wires sparked under his knife. Override hissed. Door slid. They piled through. Corridor narrowed. Service run to bays. Footsteps echoed behind. Draxil's hunters. Double time. Eli hissed. Plasma whined. Bolts chewed the wall. Ro returned fire. Suppressive bursts. Saeli covered flanks. Her shots pinpoint. Eli sprinted. Shoulder burned. He ignored it. Bay doors loomed. Locked diplomatic seal. Codes. Ro barked. Saeli's implant glowed. She pressed palm to scanner. Nothing. Jammed. Draxil! She spat. Eli shouldered his pack, pulled a mechanics kit. Hot wire time. Fingers flew. Circuits danced. Sparks flew. Ro guarded the hall, rifle chattering. A hunter screamed. Ro's work. Got it. Door groaned open. Diplomatic runner gleamed inside. Sleek, imperial gold. They boarded. Eli strapped in co-pilot. Saeli took command throne. Ro sealed the hatch, turrets spinning up. Engines thrummed. Eli punched launch. Bay doors resisted. Override fighting. Jam, Eli growled. Ellie leaned over. Her scales brushed his arm. Warm. Link. Implants. He jacked in. Neural feeds surged. Alien data flood. Her mind guided. Protocols. Overrides. Trust flowed digital. Doors parted. Ship rocketed free. Void stars wheeled. Station shrank behind. Pursuit signatures bloomed. 3 corvettes. Draxel's mark. Row-manned guns. They backed her. Fast. Eli banked hard. Runner danced. Human reflexes. Evasive jinx no Veyran pilot matched. Strap in. Sayeli gripped controls. Her voice calm. Transmit throne ping. Loyalists rally. Implant flared. Signal burst. Rose console lit. Fleet splits. Half to Draxel. Rest query Oth. Oth is the ring, Eli said. He pulled the seal ring from his pocket. Heavy gold, etched Imperial script. Earlier kiosk scan. Biz mistake. Flashback hit mid-maneuver. Hours back. Sayeli disguised as traitor. Cornered by thugs, Eli shared his lunch ration. She flashed the ring. Proof. He scanned it at kiosk for exit pass. Pinged throne. Alert triggered. Rose's voice cut memory. That artifact. You scanned it. Why live? Eli dodged a missile lock. Helped her first. Ring second. Debt. Sayeli's eyes met his. You could flee then. Clean. Refused. Eli destroyed the kiosk log after. Smashed drive. Led her to shipyard pals. Hid her till Roe arrived. Now corvettes closed. Roe's turrets shredded one wing. Wreckage bloomed. Runner's shields hold, Sayeli said. But Draxel broadcasts. Empress slain. He claims regency. Loyalist signatures shifted. 2 cruisers jumped in. Hers. Battle ignited. Plasma crossed void. Eli weaved through crossfire. Sayeli directed. Queen on board. Roe grunted approval. Human flies true. Shields at 60. A corvette grazed them. A hull shuddered. Alarms screamed. Ellie punched, thrust. Runner spun. Evasive. Sayeli's hand clamped his shoulder. Steady. Together. Lock broke. Eli targeted engines. Runner's lance pierced. Corvette vented Atmo. Last pursuer fled. Loyalists pounced. Void cleared. They docked cruiser flagship. Troops boarded. Loyal Veyrans. Blades reversed in salute. Sayeli stood. Scales regal now. Implant broadcast. Empress lives. Draxel traitor. Cheers erupted. Roe clasped Eli's arm. Human saved throne. I aired. Eli shrugged. Just fixed a ride. Medics swarmed. They patched his shoulder. Nanoseal knit flesh. Sayeli watched. Close. Private quarters later. Vast cabin. Stars viewport. Zayli shed cloak. Diadem gleamed. Eli Carter. Ah, you shielded me thrice. From thugs, drones, blade. Why persist? Eli sat. Offered ration bar. Last one. Shared lunch first. Dild's debt. You're not just ruler. Person. She took it. Eyes widened. Human spice hit. Compassion. Rare in courts. Veyrons demand oaths. You give freely. Human way. Eli leaned. Trust earned, not ordered. Her tail brushed his leg. Intent. Control fails. Trust wins. Fingers traced his jaw. Scales cool. Electric. He caught her hand. Held. Pulse quickened. Door chimed. Roe entered. Draxel cornered. Surrenders? Sayeli pulled back. Regal mask on. Demand trial. Public. Roe bowed. Excited. Alone again. Sayeli stepped close. Bite stay ally. Advise. Or more. More. Sounds good. He smiled. Implant pinged. Urgent. Draxel escaped custody. Fleet element defects. He's aboard. Throne world bound. Sayeli's eyes hardened. He hunts finale. Eli stood. Grabbed gear. We end it. Her grip tightened. Trust sealed. Ship jumped. Throne world boomed. Draxel's broadcast hijacked comms. False Empress. Human puppet. Join true order. Station defenses lit. Trap sprung. Runner detached. Infiltrated lower docks. Eli led again. Shipyard shadows familiar. Guards swarmed. Draxel loyalists. Blades out. Eli rolled left. Pistol cracked. Two down. Saili flanked right, precise shots. Row center, blade whirlwind. They carved path. Blood-slicked decks. Throne chamber neared. Seals hummed power. Final door. Biometric. Saeli's ring scanned clean. Opened. Draxel waited. Throne mock-up behind. Flanked by elite guard. Charming smile. Sister. Imposter human. Yield. Saeli advanced. Traitor. Fleet turns. Draxel laughed. Half mine. Kill them. Guards lunged. Chaos exploded. Eli dodged blade, countered with pistol butt. Crack. Guard dropped. Saeli dueled Draxel. Siblings' fury, claws raked, blood flew. Row carved guards. Protect, Empress! Ellie flanked. Tackled Draxel's blades, clashed in the throne chamber. Eli flanked right. Pistol raised. He tackled Draxel's elite guard mid-lunge. The alien crashed into a console, scales cracking under impact. Eli drove his knee into the guard's throat. It gurgled, went limp. Saeli parried Draxel's claw strike. Her blade nicked his arm. Blood sprayed iridescent green. Yield, brother, she hissed. Draxel snarled. Never! He lunged again. Rowe spun through two more guards. His blade sang. Bodies hit the deck. Eli rolled to his feet, grabbed a fallen pistol, fired twice. Draxel's flank cleared, but alarms wailed. Reinforcements, inbound. Saeli disengaged. Fall back, docks. They retreated, blasts scorched walls. Throne chamber sealed behind. Lower docks hummed with transit traffic. Cargo haulers groaned past, crowds of workers. Scaled, furred, feathered, shuffled between bays. Eli led. Shipyard shadows his domain. He knew every vent, every code panel. Saeli stayed close, her disguise held. Simple tunic, hood low. Draxel's loyalists swarm here. Eli nodded. Tunnel ahead. Shortcut to command deck. Footsteps echoed. Heavy. Armored. Praetor Kethro burst from a side passage. 6 guards fanned behind him. Blades drawn. Rifles leveled. They blocked the tunnel mouth. Rowe's eyes locked on Eli. Human. Surrender the Empress. Now. Eli froze. Saeli tensed beside him. Her hand brushed his pistol grip. Rowe advanced. Scales bristled along his neck. She's with you. I tracked the runner. Hand her over or die. Eli raised empty hands. Heart pounded. Rowe's team looked imperial. Gold crests gleaming, but something off. Badges too crisp. No wear from patrols. Stand down, Praetor, Saeli said, voice steady but low. Rowe ignored her, pointed at Eli. You. Mechanic. Broke, desperate for favor. Draxel's coin bought you. Eli smirked. Bought time. Imperial security uses maintenance overrides for dock clears. Recite code for Bay 47B. Emergency seal. Rowe blinked. Guards shifted. Code. Rowe growled. Irrelevant. Drop weapons. Eli tapped his wrist implant. Public terminal nearby flickered to life. He projected the challenge. Rotating hologrid. Standard mechanic test. Bay 47B. Sealed after plasma leak last cycle. Only certified techs, no sequence. Punch it in. Rowe hesitated. Glanced at his second. Vex. Do it. The guard stepped forward. Claws danced over the grid. Wrong sequence. Terminal buzzed red. Access denied. Eli laughed. Forged badges. Real Imperials passed that cold. Rose's face twisted. He signaled. Guards raised rifles. Saeli moved first. Her implant pulsed. Command channel hijacked. Empress override. Every guard's comms crackled. Her voice boomed through. Stand down. This is Saeli Vera. Praetor Rowe is compromised. Guards froze. Rifles dipped. Rowe roared. Lies. She's the fake. But 2 guards knelt. Empress confirmed. Voice print matches. Rowe lunged at Eli. Blade high. Eli sidestepped. Grabbed Rowe's wrist. Twisted. Mechanic's grip. Calloused from wrenches. Rowe's blade clattered. Eli kneed his gut. Rowe doubled. Saeli faced the guards. Arrest the Praetor. He's clean. No taint. Test him. 1 guard scanned Rowe's badge. Authentic. But team. Draxel markers. Rowe spat blood. Trap. Draxel framed. Explosions rocked the docks. Screams erupted from the crowd. Draxel's assassins struck. Gas canisters burst. Panic rippled. Workers stampeded. Blasts tore through a hauler. Debris flew. Eli grabbed Sayeli, yanked her into a service alcove. Hard cover, duray steel bulkhead, shielded from blasts. Down. She hit the deck beside him. Pulled her pistol, fired over the lip. An assassin dropped, chest blooming red. Crowd surged past. Claws raked metal, feathers molted in terror. Eli peeked. 10 assassins. Cloaked, blades poisoned. They carved through panicked civilians. Hunting her. Roe broke free. Tackled a guard loyalist. Protect the Empress. Legitimate now. Evidence forced his hand. Eli scanned the panel beside them. Vent access.
Can reroute power kill their shields.
Sayeli nodded, covered him. Do it. His fingers flew. Maintenance code. His world. Wires sparked. Assassin's personal shields flickered out. Roe bellowed. Charged the nearest. Blade met blade. He carved through 3. Eli boosted Sayeli into the vent. Go. I'll cover. She gripped his arm. Pulled him in. Together, they crawled. Tight space. Her scales brushed his skin. Cool. Electric. Pulse quickened again. Behind Roe rallied the guards. Form up! Secure the Empress. Assassins flanked the alcove. One hurled a grenade. Eli kicked a loose panel. It slammed down. Grenade bounced back. Boom. Shrapnel shredded the attackers. They emerged in a subtunnel. Quieter. Draxel's broadcast echoed faintly. False Empress flees with human scum. Sayeli sealed the hatch, leaned against the wall, breath ragged. You saw through Roe's team, saved us. Eli shrugged, wiped sweat. Just shop tricks. Share what you know. Helps everyone. Her eyes softened. Claws traced his jaw. Light touch. Humans. Always giving. He caught her hand. Held. Keeps us going. Alarms shifted. New tone. Fleet signatures inbound. Draxel's defectors. Roe's voice crackled over open comms. Empress. Tunnel secure. But Draxel's main force masses at core lifts. Your orders? Sayeli straightened. Regal fire returned. Roe. Full sweep. No mercy. Acknowledged. She turned to Eli. Throne World Core. Final stand. He nodded. Gear ready. Lead on. They moved. Shadows deepened. But trust burned bright. Crowd panic spilled into the tunnel mouth. Assassins poured in. Dozens now. Rifles chattered. Guards clashed. Roe at the front. But numbers overwhelmed. Sayeli halted. Implant flared. She seized the command channel again. Voice thundered across all frequencies. Imperial Guards, stand down. Firing stopped. Blades lowered. Assassins among them froze. Eli tensed. What? Her eyes hardened. Because the guards aren't hers anymore. Draxel's voice hijacked the channel. Laughter echoed. Clever, sister.
But my pawns wear your colors now. Guards turned.
Rifles swiveled toward Roe. Betrayal complete. Rifles snapped toward Roe. Bolts scorched the tunnel walls. He dove behind a crate, barking orders into his comm. Hold the line! Empress! Fall back! Eli yanked Sayeli behind a bulkhead. Her claws dug into his arm, not pain. Anchor. Stay low, he whispered. Heart hammered. Dozens of guards advanced, eyes cold with Draxel's poison. Sayeli's implant pulsed. She scanned their chatter. Eli, your supplies. We run dry in minutes. Split them. Human way. He nodded, fumbled his pack. Rations, water tabs, toolkit. Rule 1. Inventory first. He tore open pouches, counted bars.
2 each. Half water now, half later.
Keeps blood sugar steady. No crashes. She watched mandibles clicking soft. Took her share. Bit precise. Efficient. Waste offends my kind. Sharing's the trick. He pressed a tab to her palm. Their fingers brushed. Warm scales met calloused skin. Eat. Move! Pursuit closed. Footsteps echoed. Roe's team fired back. 3 down. But more poured in. Sayeli chewed. Eyes narrowed at her implant feed. Assassins' voices crackled low. Target flees core vents. Human taint confirmed. She stiffened. Dialect markers. Subtle. Draxel's inner circle. They aspirate like lowland clans. Roe's pure, high tongue. Clean. Eli grinned. Cheat codes. Good. He scanned the tunnel. Service hatches. Loudspeakers overhead. Your intel. My fix. Cover me. She nodded. Rifle up. Fired twice. 2 assassins dropped. Go.
He sprinted. Pry her out.
Popped a panel. Wires tangled like station guts. He stripped insulation. Twisted feeds. Looped the alert. False airlock breach. Pulls 'em wrong. Sparks flew. He patched the loop. Sirens wailed. Hull breach. Dock 7. Evacuate. Pursuit halted. Heads turned. Half the force peeled off. Boots thundering toward dummy airlocks. Rose's voice cut through. Empress! Ben's clear. Link up. They ran. Say Ellie first. Li matching stride. Claws retracted. Trust signal. His hand grazed her back. Steady. Tunnel narrowed. Core chamber loomed. Throne world heart. Glowing conduits. Hollow thrones dark. Roe waited, bloodied but standing. 2 guards loyal. Draxel's at lifts. Minutes out. Saeli sealed the hatch. Leaned on it. Breath steadied. You saw through chatter. Saved the flank. Eli shrugged. Packed his tools.
Shop tricks.
Share what you know. Keeps everyone moving. Her gaze lingered. Claws traced his jaw again. Lighter this time. Humans. Always giving more than taken. He caught her hand. Held firm. Keeps us going. You. She flexed claws gentle. Learns trust. Implant flared. Rose feed. Defecting ships inbound. Draxel's laugh boomed over comms. Sister. Yield the core. Your human pet won't save you. Saeli snarled. Roe, jam him. Eli. We hold here. Alarms blared anew. Lifts groaned. Enemy breached upper decks. Eli checked his rig. 1 charge left. Vent override. Flood with steam. Buys time. Fired through slits. Do it. Eject in. Steam hissed. Blinding fog rolled. Screams echoed as assassins choked. Roe dragged a wounded loyalist back. Empress. Evac shuttle prepped, but Draxel's locked core access. Saeli's eyes met Eli's. Fire dimmed to resolve. Not without you. He blinked. Steam cleared. Bodies littered. Quiet fell. Why? Simple word. His. She stepped close. Scales flushed violet. Vulnerable hue. You shielded me. No throne. No crown. Just you. Claw pressed his chest. Overheart. 1,000 worlds. Sanctuary. Wealth. Place at my side. Roe tensed. Rifle half raised.
Human threat.
Stand down. Her voice cut steel. Eli didn't kneel. Didn't bow. Met her gaze level. Sanctuary's nice. But terms. I fix what breaks. No chains. Visit Earth sometime. Trade straight. Your tech. Our grit. She tilted head. Mandibles parted. Laugh. Rare. Negotiate with an empress. Human habit. He extended hand. Palm up. Fair trade. Her claw met it. Grip sealed. Accepted. Partner. Roe lowered rifle. Eyes widened. Impossible. Explosions rocked lifts. Draxel's voice snarled. Breaching now! Saeli pulled Eli toward vents. Core's ours! Move! They plunged in. Trust forged in steam and fire. Roe followed. No questions. Vents twisted. Heat baked. Eli led. Mechanic's map in his head. Left fork. Exhaust dump. Saeli decoded whispers ahead. 3 guards. Draxel loyal. Harsh vowels.
He nodded.
Rigged a grate. Dropped flashbang. Jury rigged from tabs. Boom. Blinded them. They burst out. Shuttle bay. Rosebird fueled. Hot. Draxel's forces swarmed lifts. Doors buckled. There! The human Saeli fired. Precise bursts. Eli covered. Ramp up! Roe punched controls. Shuttle hummed. Lifted. Bolts pinged hull. But they cleared. Stars wheeled. Inside, Saeli slumped beside Eli. Hand found his. You countered an empress. Chose equals. He squeezed back. Keeps it real. Her scales warmed against him. Real wins. Roe strapped in. Scanned scopes. Draxel's fleet jumps in. We evade. Saeli straightened. Regal again. But eyes on Eli. To the fleet. Loyal core. With my mechanic. Eli unpacked rations. Split them. Eat. Long haul. She took one. Bit shared. Trust deepened. Worlds awaited. Not conquered. Bridged. Shuttle banked hard. Pursuit closed. But bond held. Human kindness. Alien fire. Unbreakable. Draxil's cruiser loomed on scopes. End this, sister. Saili smiled. Feral. Brother, meet my equal. Engines roared. Battle joined. Eli jammed the maintenance panel with his multi-tool. Sparks flew. The customs data vault hissed open. Inside, Saili whispered. Her clawed hand gripped his shoulder. Eli nodded, sliding into the dim server chamber first. Cool air hummed from cooling fins. Data stacks towered like monoliths, blinking in alien blues and greens. Saili followed, her disguised robe snagging on a grate. Eli freed the fabric without a word. She flashed gratitude in her golden eyes. Trust earned in shuttle fire. They crouched behind a console. Ro had split off minutes ago. Secure the vault. I'll fetch loyal blades. Eli scanned the access ports. Human fingers danced over ports too small for claws. Tokens ready? She pressed the stolen admin slab to the reader. Locks clicked green. Vault core exposed. Shipping ledgers. Draxil's shadow fleet. Saili's fingers flew across the hollow interface. Glyphs cascaded. Eli covered her, tool ready as a weapon. Distant boots echoed in the corridor. Palace security or traitors? Got it. Saili yanked a data crystal. It glowed with incriminating light. Black Ops payments. Off-book fleets massing at the rim. Draxil bankrolled it all. My own minister. Ellie peered at the scrolling manifests. Human eyes caught patterns aliens missed. Serial numbers matching the cruiser that chased their shuttle. That's your proof. Broadcast it. Alarms blared. Red lights pulsed. Saili pocketed the crystal. Rose late. Boots thundered closer. Eli yanked her down. A patrol swept past the open panel. Draxil's harsh-accented guards, scanning for heat. Saili held breath. Eli's heart hammered. One guard paused, sniffed the air. Scales like hers, but eyes cold. Eli's hand found a loose conduit. He twisted it silent. The guard moved on. Saili exhaled. Your instincts. Mechanic tricks. Eli grinned. Save the praise. The vault door sealed behind the patrol. Trapped? No. Eli spotted the emergency override. He hotwired it. Panel sparked again. They slipped out into a service corridor. Ro burst from a side passage. 5 armored loyalists at his flanks, blasters drawn. Crystal secured? Saili held it up. Coop's receipts. To the broadcast chamber. Now. Ro's squad formed up. They double-timed through palace underbelly. Eli kept pace, legs burning from shuttle evasion. Air grew thick with incense. Upper levels. Ro glanced back. Human holds. Impressive. Eli shrugged. Just following. They hit a lift. Ro punched Imperial codes. It rocketed up. Saili leaned into Eli during ascent. Her warmth pressed close. You shielded me from worse than patrols. Equals. Remember? His voice stayed steady. Her scales flushed deeper gold. Lift dinged. Emergency broadcast chamber loomed. A fortified dome with galaxy-spanning transmitters. Ro's squad breached the doors. Clear. They piled in. Saili slotted the crystal into the central podium. Holoscreens ignited. Her face, regal, unmasked, filled the feed. Subjects of the 1,000 worlds. Traitor Minister Draxil. Static crackled. Feed warped. Draxil's voice overrode. Lies from a pretender. Secure the chamber, Ro snarled. He's jamming from the throne room. Explosions rocked the doors. Boarding teams. Draxil's elites. Breached with plasma torches. Blaster fire chewed the barricades. Defend! Ro barked. His squad poured fire. Eli grabbed a fallen blaster, dialed it low for cover. Saili manned a console fighting the jam. Eli slid beside her. Need a bypass? Her eyes met his. Maintenance hack. Like the vault. Eli pried open the podium's base. Wires tangled. He traced the signal jammer. Alien tech, but logic universal. Reroute here. He snipped and bridged. Feed flickered back. Saili's voice boomed. Shipping ledgers prove his fleets. Black Ops treason. The chamber shook. Doors buckled. Draxil's teams poured in, 20 strong, armored like tanks. Ro's squad dropped 2, but numbers pressed. Eli fired precise bursts, human aim from station repair drills. Hit joints, not armor. 2 traitors crumpled. Saili noticed. Fired in sync. Your shots. Practice. He reloaded from Ro's pouch. Ro charged a breach point, blade humming. took a graze to the arm. Blood sizzled on deck. Empress, evac hatch. But Siley stood firm. Crystal data scrolled live. Payments, fleet manifests, Draxel seal, worlds watched.
AC truth. Borders flanked.
One lunged at Siley. Claws extended. Eli tackled it midair. Human weight slammed the alien down. Fought dirty, elbow to throat bends. Traitor gurgled, stunned. Siley stunned it cold. Pulled Eli up, hand lingered on his chest. Again! Rose Squad rallied. Pushed back the wave. But more came. Endless. Draxel's cruiser docked outside. Scopes showed.
Feed's holding,
Eli said. Console sparked under his jury rig. Then, blackout. All screens died. Palace-wide kill switch. Draxel's final play. Ro cursed. He's cut the core power. Chamber plunged dark. Emergency lights flickered red. Borders howled triumph. Blasters lit the gloom. Siley grabbed Eli's arm. Backup transmitter. In the vents. Mechanic's path? Eli nodded, knew the palace blueprints from transit logs. This way. He led into a ceiling grate. Ro covered their dive, blasting 3 more. They crawled. Heat vents roared. Siley's breath synced with his. Why risk this? For me? Eli paused at a junction. Shared rations in a shuttle? That's how bonds start. Your empire needs truth. Her claws squeezed gentle. Human compassion. It undoes control. Blaster fire echoed behind. Ro's voice. Go. I'll hold. They dropped into a subconduit. Wires everywhere. Eli traced the backup array. Here. He spliced power from an adjacent line. Lights hummed back. Localized. Siley activated the hidden feed. Crystal data flooded emergency channels. Loyal worlds. Witness. But Scopes screamed. Draxel's teams massed at the new doors. Rose Squad thinned. 2 down. Eli rigged a trap. Overloaded vents for steam burst. Buy time. Siley nodded. Watched him work. Awe in her gaze. Alien Empress, humbled by grease-stained hands. Rose stumbled through the grate, bleeding. Fleet, inbound. But Draxel's at the doors. Explosions rattled. Final push. Siley faced the pickup. Draxel, your coup fails. Receipts seal your fate. Doors groaned. Armor breached. Eli stood by her. Blaster ready. Her hand found his again. Warm. Steady. Then, fleet signatures bloomed on scopes. Loyal core arrived, but Draxel's voice sneered through static. Too late, sister. Palace is mine. Borders flooded. Battle ignited anew. Eli fired first. Siley matched him. Ro roared defiance. Trust bridged worlds. But doors shattered wide. Borders poured through the shattered doors, blasters spitting plasma. Eli squeezed his trigger first. A lead conspirator crumpled, helmet cracked. Siley fired beside him, her shots precise, dropping 2 more. Ro roared, swinging his rifle like a club into the next wave. Flank left! Ro barked. His squad, down to 3, pushed back the tide. Eli ducked a grazing bolt. Heat seared his shoulder. He rolled behind a conduit stack, eyes on the broadcast panel. The signal flickered. Draxel's jammer clawed at it, static chewing the Empress's words. Siley needed this live. The Empire needed proof. He lunged for the access hatch. Fingers tore at the panel. Wires sparked. Cover me! Siley pivoted, her blaster a blur. She shredded. An advancing trooper's chest plate. Eli reroute now. Power surged wrong. Main lines dead, choked by the coup's sabotage. Eli traced the grid with calloused hands. Backup array hummed faint nearby. He yanked a feeder cable from the adjacent sector. Life support dipped, but lights held. Spliced it raw. Sparks flew. The panel lit green. Signal punched through, crystal clear across 1,000 worlds. Siley straightened before the pickup. Her voice boomed, imperial steel laced with fury. Loyal subjects behold the ledger of treason. She held up the data crystal, projecting receipts galaxy-wide. Minister Draxel funneled billions to shadow fleets. Named here, Admiral Voss, Governor Lyrak, and Praetor Tyne, your co-conspirators. Eli glanced at the feed. Her words hit like railguns. Viewers spiked. Billions tuning in. Draxel's face twisted on secondary scopes, broadcast back to him. Borders faltered. One hesitated, blaster lowering. The Empress lives? Rose seized the moment.
Counter-strike, threshold hold, he charged, squad in wedge formation.
Imperial training snapped into gear. Aliens moved like coordinated machines, shields interlocking. They slammed the borders at the doorframe. Eli fired support, picking off stragglers. His shots landed humble, mechanic steady, no flare, just hits. A boarder lunged at Saeli. Eli's bolt took her knee. She dropped. Saeli nodded once, fierce gratitude in her golden eyes. Her claws gripped the crystal tighter. Draxel's coop crumbles. Surrender or join the condemned. Draxel's voice crackled over comms.
Lies, killer.
His elites pushed harder. Plasma scorched the walls. Ro's squad pinned them, but blood slicked the deck. Ro took a hit to the thigh, grunted, kept firing. Alley smelled ozone and burnt alloy. His heart hammered, but hands stayed sure. He boosted the signal again, overriding secondary jammers. One mechanic's fix, holding an Empire's ear. The loyal fleet breached the station outer ring. Hangar bays boomed with docking clamps. Fresh troops flooded corridors. Core world's finest. Banners high. Ro's counterstrike hit peak. He led the wedge personally. Stun batons crackling. Orders dropped in heaps. Zip-cuffed at the threshold. No kills needed. Arrests, sealed fates. Draxel's elites broke. Last one surrendered. Hands up. Mercy, Empress. Saeli lowered her blaster. The chamber fell silent, but for echoing boots. Ro dragged a pinned conspirator forward. Draxel second. The minister fled to his shuttle. Her gaze swept the room, landing on Eli. Grease streaked his face. Blaster smoked in his grip. She stepped close, voice dropping to command channel. Fleet command. Stand down all hostiles. The traitors are named. Justice broadcasts now.
Cheers erupted from the feed. Worlds rallied. Pledges poured in.
Ro limped over, eyeing Eli hard. Blood dripped from his wound, but suspicion cracked. Human, you kept the signal alive. Without that splice, he clapped Eli's shoulder, grip iron. Protector material. Eli shrugged, wiping sweat. Just tools and time. Shared what I had.
Saeli faced the pickup again, crystal aloft.
Empire-wide eyes watched. This human, Eli Carter, shielded me through fire. He rerouted power when legions failed.
By Imperial decree, I grant him protector status.
Honored blade at my side. Let all worlds know. Humanity's bond strengthens us. The broadcast exploded. Holo chatter lit every scope. Humans trending galactic. Aliens marveled in comments. One mechanic undid a coup? Eli blinked. Protector? His broke-ass life just jumped sectors. Saeli killed the feed. Bride it now. Her hand found his, claws gentle on knuckles. Warmth spread, alien yet familiar. Eli, you chose trust over fear. Shared rations, shared fire. Stay. He met her gaze. Golden eyes held worlds, vulnerable beneath the crown. No command. Choice. Ro watched, silent approval dawning. No more threat scans. Eli squeezed back. Yeah. Bonds start somewhere. Alarms cleared. Fleet secured the station. Draxel's shuttle signatures blinked, caught in web. Ro smirked. My teams board him now. Saeli leaned closer, breath feathering Eli's ear. Her scent, spice and starsteel. Not control. Partnership. Lips brushed his cheek. Feather light. Promise. Eli's pulse raced. Human kindness met alien fire. Trust sealed. But scopes pinged new. Draxel's voice sneered from his shuttle. You think this ends me? Sleeper cells activate? Explosions rocked distant sectors. Ku's embers glowed. Ella gripped his blaster tighter. Protector now. Her hand stayed in his. They moved as one. Ro barked orders. Secure the human. Our line holds. Eli fired into shadows ahead. Saeli matched stride. Worlds watched. But this fight stayed theirs. Blaster bolts flew anew. Eli traced a new power fault. Backup failing. Not yet, he muttered, splicing on the run. Her laugh rang soft. My mechanic. Bond unbreakable. Draxel's shadow loomed larger. Eli stood ready. One small kindness escalated. Empire's fate hung on it. Fleet guns charged. But sleeper cells swarmed vents. Eli spotted the breach first. There, Saeli nodded. Trust absolute. They plunged in together. Ro sealed the main doors. Go. I'll purge the rest. Eli led. hands guiding through wires. Sayeli covered, shots singing. Human ingenuity met imperial might. A conspirator burst from grating. Eli tripped him mid-leap. Grease-slick hold. Sayeli cuffed him. Impressive, she whispered. Not impressive. Normal. Her eyes shone. Extraordinary. They reached core controls. Draxel's hack pulsed red. Eli overrode it blind. Years fixing shuttles paying off. Screens cleared. Sleepers locked out. Sayeli activated Palace Link. Draxel, your webs burn. Surrender. His shuttle exploded on scopes. Self-destruct. Trader's end. Silence fell. Victory hummed. She turned to him, claws tracing his jaw. Stay, Eli. Not as protector, as mine. He pulled her close. Human arms around alien Empress. Choice made. Rose's voice crackled. All clear. Welcome to the family, human. Galaxies shifted. One mechanic signal changed everything, but whispers lingered, new threats in the stars. Eli smiled. Ready. Her kiss sealed it. Worlds apart, bonded tight.